Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode we're diving into one of the most insane moments in Renegade Immortal. We'll see just how terrifying the divine retribution was when Wang Lin ascended to the Ascendant Stage. The heavens erupted, the entire sky demon city was blasted into ruins, and even the phantom of an ancient demon appeared, shattering the Heavenly Dao itself. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe, drop a like, and hit the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Alright, without wasting any more time, let's begin. During the Demon General competition, Wang Lin completely shocked the entire arena. Everyone expected maybe a few strikes, maybe he'd break the record by 1 or 2. But no. This man walked up to the demon drum and slammed it 15 times in a row, one strike heavier than the last. The whole capital fell silent. At that moment, his Dao heart reached perfect clarity, and right on the spot, he touched the threshold of the Ascendant realm. But perfection comes with a price. He instantly triggered the Heavenly Dao's punishment, attracting a divine retribution so terrifying that even ancient powerhouses trembled. And outside the demon spirit land, far away at the eastern demon spirit sea, the universe itself reacted. In the endless dark void where stars flickered like cold embers, a single blinding red light suddenly burst out from the highest point of the cosmos. It ignored space, ignored distance, ignored every law cultivators rely on. With an overwhelming, majestic presence that made the primordial universe shake, that crimson light swept across the heavens. This phenomenon immediately alerted powerhouses across the stars. On Tianyun's star, Tian Yunzi snapped out of meditation, his heart jolting. With a single deduction, he realized the divine retribution was descending on the demon spirit land, and that it was somehow connected to Tianyun's star itself. But the heavenly might was too strong, he couldn't see the full picture. On Delu's star, Lin Tianho gazed toward that crimson light, instantly recognizing the sign of a divine tribulation. His heart tightened, greed was still inside the demon spirit land. Meanwhile, on Crimson Star, the red-haired blood ancestor lifted his head in silence. He said nothing, but his expression revealed one thing: worry. Worry for his daughter, Yao Shishue. The crimson light pierced through the not yet fully opened barrier of the demon spirit land and descended straight into the heavenly demon county's capital. And within that same capital, Wang Lin had just completed the 15th drum strike. His Dao heart was undergoing a violent, earth-shaking transformation, rapidly evolving toward absolute perfection. Breaking through to the Ascendant realm requires two things: perfected immortal power and perfected Dao heart. When both are complete, they begin to fuse, and this moment is known as facing one's Dao, one of the most dangerous stages in cultivation. It's a direct collision of body and soul. Success means ascending in one step. Failure means complete annihilation. A true, literal trial of death. Wang Lin had released all the emotions buried in his heart through those 15 drum strikes. With his Dao heart nearing perfection and the crowd still stunned speechless, the sky above the capital suddenly exploded with endless crimson light. On the nearby boat, the young man immediately understood. This was the tribulation Wang Lin had brought down by ascending as a legitimate cultivator. A crisis, but also a chance. If Wang Lin survived, the Heavenly Dao would never be able to bind him as heavily again. The crimson radiance condensed into enormous tribulation clouds swirling above Wang Lin. The Heavenly Dao couldn't stop his Dao heart from advancing, so it chose to erase him instead. But Wang Lin had survived tribulations for more than 700 years. His gaze was calm, and his determination unshakable. The clouds rumbled as a red lightning bolt took shape. The young man on the boat examined it carefully, and to his relief, judged that this was the simpler of the two lightning tribulations. But simple was still enough to annihilate a small world. When the ancient thunder finally roared, the red bolt carrying heaven's murderous intent slammed downward. Snowflakes drifted from the sky, but each one hid killing intent so sharp it could carve through flesh and soul. Thunder. Blood-red lightning. Pure, suffocating killing intent. That was all the world contained. Wang Lin instantly activated all his life seals, waved the restriction flag, and unleashed layer upon layer of protective barriers. Laughing wildly, he shouted that not even the Heavenly Dao could erase him. His restrictions formed a massive black whirlwind that clashed head-on with the red lightning. The impact shook heaven and earth. The whirlstorm shattered, but Wang Lin did not move an inch. Standing atop a mountain of immortal jade, he unleashed 100 finger of death techniques, fusing them into a massive black beam to confront the tribulation. His shout echoed through the capital. Even if divine retribution shattered his body, it would never destroy his Dao heart. Heaven responded with even louder thunder. The 100-finger of death techniques condensed into a colossal pillar of black light that smashed into the crimson lightning. The sky trembled as if the world flipped upside down. The finger of death could devour life force and unleash destruction, but before divine retribution, even that wasn't enough. The black light was ripped apart, and although the lightning dimmed slightly, it still came crashing down toward Wang Lin. With no fear in his eyes, Wang Lin dissolved every life seal on his body. All 3,700 seals transformed into pure killing intent. Gray energy erupted from his hands, forming a violent killing storm across heaven and earth. Standing at its center, bloodshot eyes blazing, Wang Lin roared. The 3,700 streams of killing intent merged into a savage azure dragon, a dragon carrying not only his killing intent, but his defiance of the heavens. With a roar, it swallowed the crimson lightning whole. But divine retribution was relentless. After a short struggle, the azure dragon exploded. The lightning weakened again, but still lunged toward Wang Lin. And in that moment, Wang Lin's aura shifted dramatically. The immortal power in his body reversed like a violent tide, and the massive pile of immortal jade beneath his feet turned pitch black instantly. This was the demonic finger, but far beyond the ordinary version. He reversed his celestial spiritual energy and converted the entire Jade Mountain's power into overwhelming demonic force. This one strike carried his 700 years of fighting against the heavens, and his unwavering will to protect his convictions. The black finger beam collided with the falling red lightning. Red and black intertwined in the sky like the beginning of creation. Sky Demon City shook violently. The 10,000-foot square plaza collapsed entirely, and the surrounding stands fell apart like fragile sand. Demon generals retreated in terror. Demon commanders backed away with solemn expressions. Only the heavenly commander paused long enough to throw Wang Lin a jade bottle before escaping. After countless collisions, the red lightning finally dissipated, but Wang Lin didn't relax. He held the jade bottle tightly but didn't consume the pills. His eyes stayed locked on the sky, and indeed, the red clouds above didn't fade. Instead, they began condensing into something even more terrifying. The young man on the boat paled. He tried to move Wang Lin out of the capital, but the divine retribution had locked onto him completely. There was no escape. So he immediately activated a secret technique to evacuate every single resident in the outer city. The moment he finished, the crimson clouds descended. Their sheer weight engulfed the entire capital. Every inch they sank downward multiplied the destructive pressure. The ground beneath Wang Lin cracked apart, palace after palace collapsed, and when the clouds dropped 3 inches, the entire imperial capital, aside from the demon drum, was reduced to ruins. Yet under this overwhelming force, Wang Lin stood firm, unyielding, eyes burning with defiance. And just as the imperial city was destroyed, countless furious auras surged from deep underground, as if some ancient existence had finally awakened. At the very moment when heavenly power raged unchecked and the entire imperial capital crumbled into ruins, 5 furious roars suddenly erupted from deep underground. From beneath the shattered earth, 5 white-haired old men shot upward like bolts of lightning. Their bodies were thin, even frail, but the aura radiating from them was savage and ancient. These were the descendants of the primordial demons, and unlike ordinary cultivators, they weren't crushed by the heavenly might. In fact, under the pressure that was destroying the world, they were casually chatting, laughing, even pointing at the sky and cursing at the heavens as if nothing was wrong. This only infuriated the red clouds above. With a roar, they dropped again, this time a full 10 feet. Under that overwhelming pressure, the entire Sky Demon City dissolved into dust, and the earth beneath shattered layer by layer. Wang Lin was smashed deep into the ground, his bones snapping, his meridians rupturing. Even the 5 demon descendants were slammed downward, though they still crawled out cursing like stubborn old monsters refusing to die. Deep underground, just as Wang Lin's consciousness was beginning to fade, an ancient voice echoed within his mind. The being introduced itself as an ancient demon, and began to reveal the long-lost secrets of rebellious cultivators. At the dawn of the universe, before immortal clans, before sects, before even the concept of cultivation, there existed a primordial race born alongside the Heavenly Dao. That race split into 3 branches: ancient gods, ancient demons, and ancient monsters. They were the first beings to defy the heavens. This ancient demon told Wang Lin it had been trapped inside the demon drum for countless ages and had been guiding its descendants through the dragon pool. And in the 9 prefectures of the demon spirit land, fragments of other ancient demons also existed, each seeking to devour the others to restore themselves to completeness. It chose Wang Lin because it sensed the pure ancient god aura hidden within his body, making him the perfect vessel. In exchange for Wang Lin's help in seizing the sacred artifacts of the other 8 prefectures, the ancient demon promised to rebuild his destroyed body and give him the strength to resist the divine retribution. Wang Lin accepted without hesitation. Under the stunned gazes of the 5 old demon descendants, Wang Lin rose slowly from the deep crater. A vast demonic power surged through him as his broken body healed at astonishing speed. His bones rebuilt themselves into something far stronger, his meridians widened, and the aura around him became terrifyingly vast. Behind him, a colossal 100-foot-tall illusory demonic shadow gradually appeared. 2 horns on its head, purple-black skin, and a chilling aura that made even the heavens tremble. The moment this ancient phantom took shape, the red clouds above churned violently. Thunder crashed across the sky as if the Heavenly Dao itself sensed the arrival of a true adversary. Heaven's might surged to its peak. As the phantom loomed behind Wang Lin, he slowly ascended into the air. The 5 old demon descendants stared in total shock. The figure behind him looked exactly like their ancestor, the being they had worshipped for generations. They whispered to each other, wondering if Wang Lin was the long-awaited chosen one their ancestor had been searching for. Suddenly, the heavens shifted. The red clouds no longer pressed down slowly, they plummeted, accompanied by a deafening roar. In an instant, Sky Demon City was annihilated completely, sinking into the earth and leaving behind a gigantic basin. Cracks spread across tens of thousands of miles in every direction. The once glorious capital vanished in a heartbeat. Suspended in mid-air at the center of the heavenly might, Wang Lin and the ancient demon phantom opened their eyes at the same time. And as Wang Lin slowly lifted his hand toward the sky, it was actually the ancient demon controlling the movement. Through Wang Lin's mouth, a thunderous declaration erupted. Dao destruction! A monstrous demonic aura swept across heaven and earth. When Wang Lin's palm touched the red cloud, the impact slammed him straight back into the ground. The resulting shockwave expanded the ruins to a radius of 100,000 miles. Just when heaven's red cloud seemed ready to disperse, a 100-foot-long crimson pillar of light tore down from the sky, far stronger than any previous strike. Its target was the ancient demon phantom behind Wang Lin. A strange gleam flashed through the phantom's eyes. It leapt upward and swallowed the pillar of heavenly light whole. Instantly, the beam tore through its form, ripping it apart and reforming it thousands of times in a single heartbeat. Finally, the phantom was forced back to the earth, each step carving 100-foot circular shockwaves that spread across millions of miles. Only then did the sky finally calm. The ancient demon let out a satisfied burp. Yes, a burp, and its exhaustion faded as its form dissolved into pure energy. Before disappearing completely, it left Wang Lin with a promise. They would meet again at Dragon Pool in 3 months. As silence returned, the 5 elders crawled out of the ruins, furious. They immediately summoned a young man named Yun Dun. He rushed over, only to be scolded relentlessly. The elders ordered him to rebuild Sky Demon City within 3 months and to locate Wang Lin, the one chosen by their ancestor. But Wang Lin, already being guided toward the Dragon Pool, was tens of thousands of miles away. After traveling far enough, Wang Lin carefully scanned his surroundings, then took out a token. With a spell, he stepped into the Immortal Emperor's cave. The divine retribution had shown him clearly. His realm of intent had reached perfection and was beginning to fuse with his immortal power. The Ascendant's life and death trial was approaching, and he needed an absolutely safe place to break through. Inside the hall where he had once found the wine pot, he placed the remaining immortal jade around him. A thick immortal aura gathered instantly. Then he took out a piece of red jade, the ascendant crystal given to him by Senior Zhou Yi. The moment it appeared, the immortal aura froze, as if time had halted. The Heavenly Dao's power within it was overwhelming. With deep gratitude, Wang Lin swallowed it and closed his eyes, entering the profound state of breakthrough. Time flowed quietly. The immortal jade turned into powder, and immense immortal power surged into Wang Lin's body. The Ascendant realm required the primordial spirit to condense an ascendant crystal, like a second beating heart. Zhou Yi's crystal was now merging with Wang Lin's primordial spirit, becoming its core. And far away, atop a black tower in an ancient battlefield, a mysterious black armored being watched him. 2 eerie lights flickered within its eyes. It was observing every step of Wang Lin's breakthrough. Inside Wang Lin's body, his intent and immortal power fused violently, as if burning. Immortal power became fuel, refining his intent into the ascendant crystal. It grew rapidly, eventually stabilizing. His primordial spirit wrapped around it like a cocoon, beginning a long nurturing process. 10 years passed. Legends of Wang Lin spread through the city. The young man who once drank with him continued searching for him. Even the 5 demon descendants searched yet found nothing. Wang Lin had vanished as if he'd left the demon spirit land entirely. Inside the immortal emperor's cave, Wang Lin sat unmoving for 10 full years. Finally, cracks formed on the cocoon of his primordial spirit. More cracks spread, until the cocoon shattered. A brand new primordial spirit emerged, materialized, solid, no different from his physical body. Within it, the ascendant crystal pulsed with primordial energy. As the primordial spirit sat cross-legged, Wang Lin's physical body trembled for the first time in a decade. Slowly, he opened his eyes. Ascendant! He whispered the word, his gaze filled with brilliant light. After 700 years of relentless cultivation, he had finally stepped into this realm. In any 6th-level cultivation country, an ascendant is an apex powerhouse. Even in a 7th-level country, they are a significant force. And Wang Lin had gained far more than just a breakthrough during these 10 years of enlightenment.